Hey everybody, Sarah here. This was going to be a quick video, but I do want to mention two things. Well, two things. It's about the same thing, but there was two of them. So, actually no, that's actually more than that. Stop with the rugby. England played and Wales played, not together, two different teams, and they both won. Wales are playing tomorrow, actually technically today. Um, and they're playing. Who are they playing? Why can I not remember who Wales are playing? Um, no, Wales and Portugal. That's why I can't remember because I don't think it's Portugal as somewhere that plays rugby, football, yes, not rugby. Um, my dad said, "Oh, it's probably that the football team playing rugby," and I'd be like, if that was the case, he'd have Ronaldo. Um, yeah, so that's the rugby. Um, I think Wales will win tomorrow. I'm not sure when England are playing. England might be playing on Sunday, but I can't remember who they're playing. Um, and then the other thing I was going to talk about was the football. So England played Saturday just gone, and it was a draw. Played Ukraine, it was a draw. Kind of hoping they'd win, but didn't go that way. Oh shit! Stop making a noise. And the other thing. Yeah, and then on Tuesday they were playing Scotland. It was only friendly. The Ukraine game was a what you call it, a qualifier for the Euros. Um, and as I said, the game that was on Tuesday against Scotland was a friendly, although it wasn't very friendly. Um, they won it 3-1. There was a goal. Oh, who scored the goals? I mean, obviously I remember one of them. Um, was it Foden? I want to say it was Foden scored the first one. Um, Jude Bellingham scored the second. Harry Kane scored the third. Um, yeah, so they won that. But when I say the friendly, that wasn't very friendly. Um, yeah, all right. So obviously beforehand, and for a while, to be honest, like quite a while, there's always been this about Harry Maguire, and obviously he hasn't been. Well, I've seen obviously I've been watching the games, but he hasn't been chosen for Man United games like for however long. So people are like, oh, why has Gareth Southgate picked him to be in the squad? Blah 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 blah. Um, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, they brought. He didn't start for England in that game, in the Scotland game, but he came on and he ended. I think yeah, I think he was in the he, after half time he came on. Like literally as they came back on, he was coming on to play. Um, yeah, so he put his well, from what I could tell, he went to put his foot out to either kick it away or to stop the ball going towards the goal, and it just happened to go in a goal. And yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, Harry Maguire scored an own goal, so Scotland got a goal." goalie he could have easily like stopped it. I mean, maybe not easily, but I mean, that's what a goalkeeper's there to keep it from going in the goal. Um, and by the way, the goalie playing was Aaron Ramsdale, not Jordan Pickford. So yeah, so obviously all people were like, "I'm gonna go with him about that." And at some point during the game, I can't remember the tune they were doing it to now, but they were singing a chant or whatever, and it was something about Maguire. It said Harry Maguire, or it's either Harry Maguire or Maguire. It said one or the other. But they also mentioned, but there was also like not some very nice words in it, and I mean, I was like really like, I'm still shocked because I haven't been to a football game yet, but I was shocked from all the games I've seen on telly. The what you could hear them singing, so I was like really wow about that. And then after the game, I didn't see the things after the game, the interviews with anybody, but I read a few things, and so I watched the like interview afterwards with Gareth Southgate, and I mean he was saying like it's a joke like how they're being treated, not just by the fans, but by like the commentators, the pundits, the newspapers, you know, and like even the England, you were seeing even England fans are like, yeah, we've said stuff about him, but don't you dare come at it, kind of thing. Yeah. So I'm like, go on, Gareth, tell them to stop with it, whatever. Um, and like thinking about it, he can understand that. He was like, I don't know if he was the most hated man after the Euros in '96, but you know, you can see why. I didn't. He must have had a tough time. That well, he did have a tough time then. Like as if I know, I was like 9 at the time, and I probably wasn't even into football then. Um, yeah, so he probably had a tough time then. So you can see why now, or not now, but like when, well, now and when he first became manager, that he want to make sure they're okay, kind of thing. I don't think they've done that before with like when um Roy Hodgson was in charge, and when Sven was in charge, and when Glenn Hoddle was in charge, and when um I can't even think of any other players, any other managers. Um, yeah, so like all that, all that time, I don't think they like really watch. Yeah, and that's the other thing is like back then, I think it was all when I went to camp, it was um still like the rivalry with the football team, the football clubs. Whereas now, I think that's left at the door, St George's Park, and then it's like it, they all get on well now. I think it wasn't like that back then. So yeah, so like I think people should listen to Gareth Southgate and stop saying God knows what kind of stuff. But, I mean, Maguire seems to like take it in stride, like go over his head and all that kind of stuff. But I can understand why Southgate's yeah. And yeah, and the other thing was there was a game, Bayern Munich and whatever their other team was. I thought you were going to risk trying to pronounce it. Yeah, so they were playing. Um, it was like one. Oh, I heard when I actually forgot to look at the score, and I read somewhere, and I was like, oh, it's 1-0. But then when I typed in the thing to look at the live score, it was 1-1. And I was like, oh, here we go. And it was getting close to the end, and then I noticed it was like 2-1. And I was like, oh yeah, they could actually win now, so they'll be top of the table. And then the other side came back and scored another goal, so it was a draw in the end. But the first goal in that, I think it was at the 4th minute. It was in the first 10 minutes at least, anyway. Who scored the goal? He can't stop. I mean, that's only his second goal this week, but Kane, oh my god. Yeah, so he scored that. And I was looking at the on Google on the commentary on there, like the text thing, and they scored the goal, and it was like, is it? It's that man? Is either it's that man again or it's him again? And I was like, it's what you brought him for to score the goal. Yeah. So much else. So I will talk to you in my next video. Bye bye. Oh, hang on. Yeah, not Tottenham. Bayern Munich have got a game on Wednesday against Manchester United. Um, I'm pretty sure Bayern Munich are gonna win that. And I mean, 3-0, 3-0, and it'll be Kane goals, saying like you could have bought me, but you didn't. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. See you then. Bye bye.